Alright gamers, what's going on? Insanity coming at you today with a little kill confirm gameplay on the map Hijacked, and as you can tell, just like I said in my last video, if you were here for that, I am no longer using the Type 25 because I officially did get the gold camo for that weapon, and I'm still going down the line with not necessarily an order, but I'm trying to gold camo all the assault rifles first, and I'll go from there. But as you can tell, I'm rocking the Scorpion this time around, and I'm using the fast mag and the foregrip attachments. Now, I have two well, technically three really exciting things to talk about, and first one's going to be happening this weekend. I've officially been accepted into the SimCity closed beta for this weekend. I cannot wait to play this game. I am completely stoked. I love SimCity from way back in the day. I had it on PC, and I actually had it on my Super Nintendo, and it literally, took up a bunch of my childhood, just sitting there building cities that I necessarily couldn't live in, but, as a little kid, you don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested to see how well, EA has been taking this series. I mean, the game looks phenomenal graphically. And it's interesting, with all these new world destructive, hazards that come along in the game and that try to screw up your city. So I can't wait to go ahead and get some gameplay out of that, as long as that they allow me to do so. Maybe I'll do some live streaming with it. And on to the next thing. Next week, as we all know, on the 29th, it is a huge day for Call of Duty gamers, because the first map pack for Black Ops 2 is officially coming out, which is the Revolution DLC pack, which is going to be 4 multiplayer maps, a new zombie map, a zombie mode, and for the first time, weapon DLC, in which case you get the Peacekeeper SMG. And that's not all. I mean, this is pretty ballsy in my opinion of Crytek to go out and do this, but they've officially announced that they are going to be releasing the Crysis 3 open multiplayer beta on PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360 on the same day that the Revolution DLC drops. So fear not, if you don't have any Microsoft points or anything to go ahead and pick up that, multiplayer experience, that huge add-on that's coming out that everyone's stoked for, don't worry about it. Just head on over to the demo section of, the marketplace and download the Crysis 3 beta, because I promise you, you will not be sorry. I've, been taking part in the alpha on the PC for the past month and a half or so, and I have to say, this game is amazing. Graphically, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know I was playing on the PC, and, with the hardware that I have and the stuff that they could push out on the PC version is going to be a lot better than what's on the Xbox, but Crysis 2 was a gorgeous game, and what they've done with the nano suit and all the extra new weapons that they've added in, it is going to be a very fast-paced and awesome multiplayer experience, and I guarantee you it's something that you don't want to miss out on. So my episode of the download next week is going to be pretty big. I may have to cut it up into, 2 or 3 videos with, the Revolution DLC. I don't want to try and stick all the maps and stuff into one. Maybe I'll do like a big slice up. We'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. But let's go ahead and move on to the next part here. Since I was having some issues earlier in the week uploading some of the Dead Space 3 demo gameplay, mostly because I think I got it before it was officially released to the public for everyone else. So they were doing some, content matches for copyright. So I wasn't even bothering with that during this partnership transition. So let me go ahead and just kind of speak to you a little bit of why you should be excited for Dead Space 3 and why you shouldn't pass it up, because this game is going to be amazing. Not necessarily just for, the scariness idea and survival horror, since there's like no games left that are like that, but it's going to be offering you a great narrative with a wonderful single player experience that is probably going to make you pee your pants. And it's going to offer a awesome co-op experience for the first time in the Dead Space series. Not to mention, they've added this amazing new game mechanic called the weapon crafting benches that you get as you're progressing through the campaign. In which case, you finally get to use all those spare parts that you're picking up on your journey. Not necessarily to sell for credits, but to craft and build your own weapon of destruction to take with you. And don't get me wrong, you still get to use your plasma cutter, which is going to be, you know, the most iconic weapon in the Dead Space series, but you finally get to craft your weapon of choice, you know, with stasis and telekinesis and, you know, with extra explosions and, you know, the type of ammo you wanted to use. So it's going to be interesting to see what people come up with. So overall, I have to say, you know, being a longtime Dead Space fan, I can't wait to see, you know, the environment that you're going to be on. Supposedly the story is, you know, Isaac Clarke's headed to this planet, only because there was some secret a long time ago, in which case someone was able to try and stop an uprising of the necromorphs in its tracks. And that's why, you know, Isaac Clarke is headed there, because he wants to figure out what that was and how he can use it, because, you know, with all the different markers that were spread around the universe, he wants to make sure that since he's taken out a marker before, that he's going to be able to do it again. So overall, I have to say, Dead Space 3 is like beyond Devil May Cry, because that was like a huge surprise to everyone that it did so well. You know, with, you know, the new Dante character and the new reboot that Team Ninja really did for the game. But I don't want to get off topic. I highly recommend, if you haven't downloaded the Dead Space demo yet, to go ahead and do that. Sorry about the actual gameplay I had. I know it wasn't the best. My KD kind of sucked. I mean, I think 11 deaths, 24 kills, somewhere in there. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video and the gameplay, go ahead and give the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'm going to have a lot more content coming your way, and I'll catch you next time. Later.